Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. Fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Lowe's, Levi's, and Nike pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. And Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. You're already shopping at your favorite stores. Why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer. Membership is free and easy to sign up. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cash back really adds up.
Craving your next action-packed adventure? Audible delivers thrills of every kind on your command, like Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, where a lone astronaut must save humanity from extinction, narrated with stunning intensity by Ray Porter. From electrifying suspense and daring quest to spine-tingling horror and romance in far-off realms, unleash your adventurous side with gripping titles that'll keep you guessing. Discover exclusive Audible originals, hotly anticipated new releases, and must-listen bestsellers that hook you from the first minute. Because Audible knows there's no greater thrill than the one that speaks to you. Discover what lies beyond the edge of your seat. Start your free 30-day trial at audible.com/WonderyUS. That's audible.com/WonderyUS.
The amazing Kate Casey.
Welcome back for another episode of Reality Life with Kate Casey. I hope that you have had a fantastic week. I got to tell you, we're going out on a high note because Chris DeRosa is back. He's back with me to talk about different Bravo reality shows. Now, he has been working on several different reality shows, and I love to hear his hot takes. He has such a different and interesting perspective on a lot of the cast members and the shows, and I can't wait for it. At the top of the show, we talk about Meghan Markle. She's got a new podcast. You've got to go back and listen to the episode that I did with Chris and his co-host of Fixing Famous People podcast, Dominic, when we talked about the Meghan Markle Netflix docuseries, Do Yourself a Favor. You will laugh until you might need to actually pull the car over. So definitely listen to that. Now, in this episode, we cover the reality shows on Bravo that I think you guys are also thinking about. We start at the top with Love Hotel, which is a new show where you've got 4 Real Housewives, Shannon, Ashley, Luann, and Giselle. They've brought them to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and they've brought in a couple guys to see if they can find long and lasting love. Pretty much all of the men seem to have absolutely no idea that not only are these women on a reality show, but that the Bravo television network even exists. Then we talk about The Valley. Now, The Valley is what I would describe as like post-Vanderpump Rules, but before somebody becomes a real housewife. And you've got several different moving parts on the show. It's in its 2nd season. Just for context, you should know that there's a couple, Jax and Brittany. They've been married for a couple years. They have a son. Jax has just left for rehab and for cocaine. Brittany has moved into a VBRO with her child who has special needs. I don't think that she can live in their home because Jax is a hoarder, and he's also placed over all of the security cameras covers because God knows what has happened late at night over the course of several weeks. Now you have Michelle and Jesse. They're going through a divorce. They had actually been business partners in real estate as well. You could not picture 2 more miserable people in a room together. They probably got married because she got pregnant. Jesse is part of a group chat of 20 plus guys. Any parent who has been in an elementary school group chat will tell you this is the makings of a nightmare. Well, he apparently told everyone in that chat that Michelle was an escort who slept with a billionaire for $1,500 a night. Any normal person would say, that doesn't add up. Why would a billionaire spend $1,500? Of course, he's also said that she may have been having an affair towards the end of their marriage with somebody who owns a honey business. Now, Kristen wants a baby and in real life is about to have a baby. Her boyfriend looks like he belongs in a painting. Nia and Danny have 3 kids, including twins. He would like to move to Santa Clarita, but she wants to live in the Valley, so they live in a small apartment that's stuffed with kids' toys. Janet may be diabolical, and not because she wanted to have her birthday party at Dave & Buster's in Northridge. And her husband, who could possibly be the patron saint of the Valley, is the one who took Jax to rehab. And then you have Kristen's friend Zach, who's dating a man who may be deported. Then we have Summer House. This is about a bunch of people that live in a summer share house for weekends during July and part of April. So you have Jesse, who's in his second season of the show, who's become a monster because he became famous and he wants more of it. He's been dating the new cast member, Lexi, who is a model, who lives with her parents and her sister in a 2-bedroom apartment in New York City. West, who's also in his second season, is laying low this season because he became a monster last season. Kyle, who is 42 years old, is now saying he wants to wait to have kids, even though he laments he would be an old dad, because he really wants to pursue his DJ career. Amanda should probably leave Kyle. That's his wife. Paige hates her boyfriend Craig more every day. Sierra, who's Paige's best friend, has no one to make out with. And Carl, who's been on the show since the beginning, was dating someone who wore almost as bad sandals as he wears. Also, his ex is going to have a baby. So again, we're going to run through these shows. If you have not watched any of them, do yourself a favor and dip into it. If you've been watching these shows, I hope that we bring you a lot of entertainment. I, again, encourage you to go back and listen to the episode that we did about the Meghan Markle show. And Chris does have to come back because I want to talk to him about Netflix's show Battle Camp, where our girl Polly has been one of the cast members. There is so much on my what to watch list for this week. And I got to tell you, I already did my list for next week, and there's so much to watch on that one too. So make some time for yourself. There's a lot for us to watch and talk about. And I hope that you're in that Facebook group, Reality Life with Kate Casey, because I want to know what you think about most of these. So make sure that you're subscribed to this show, that you've left your 5-star review, and you're subscribed to the What to Watch list at katecasey.substack.com, and enjoy yourself with this interview with Chris DeRosa. Christopher Robin.
It's been so long since I've talked to you.
Wow. Have you made a movie? Did you write a book?
I worked on...
Are you married now?
I'm not married now. I have not written a book. I mean, they've announced it, so I guess I can talk about it. I was shooting Project Runway season 21.
That's right.
It just finished, and that's what happened. It was a lot of work, and now here I am again.
Fulfilling because you've loved that show for so long.
It was, I've never worked. It's like the only big show that films in New York that like I've never worked on. So it was actually very interesting. It's a very full circle moment to work on the newest season. So
yeah. Did you do like a whole graduation moment when it was over?
Not really, but it was the first time in a while where it was like, we were all like, oh, it's over. And we all took pictures and like, it's,
So you're saying on other shows you don't do that?
No, it depends on like what it is. Like if it's just like a run of, I mean, we do, but this was way bigger because it ends in like a huge runway show. It ends in this big like finale, which like many things don't. You know what I mean? Like, whereas like when I work on like Beat Bobby Flay Holiday, it's just like Bobby and the friends cooking. You know what I mean? Like not that it just is like they win the episode or they lose the episode, and then that's the last episode, and we like have fun and we leave. You know what I mean? It's not. Or in like, I mean, it's been a while since I've done like an ARC competition is really what it is,
So it's a celebration versus putting on your chapeau, sweeping up the floor and turning the lights off.
Yeah.
Roger that. Well, good. I'm glad to see you.
Yeah. What's going on? What have I missed?
Well, a lot of stuff. A lot of show stuff that I'm going to keep you up to date on. But I guess the most important thing you need to know is Meghan Markle now is a podcast. So when we last spoke, she had a show,
of this.
And now there's a podcast.
I did see this happening. It's just basically archetypes again.
I think so. Yeah. With like business leaders. But
good.
It's interesting that she chooses the businesses that she does. I guess the biggest feedback that others have said to me as well is that it's sort of like she's conducting interviews, and God bless. She's sort of like, we've been through the trenches and look at us now. And it's like, slow your roll. Like you just announced your business. Like,
well, she's been through trenches, but are they business trenches? I don't know.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Have you listened to the podcast yet?
No.
I might have to pop over. Because I want her. Yeah. I want her to succeed. There's something about her that I like want her because she's trying so hard. I do want her to succeed. I really do.
throwing her hat
I
in
know
a lot
no
of
one. I know
rings.
no one
Yes.
that listens to this podcast thinks that because we literally crucified her on a cross for like an hour and a half. But a lot's happened since then.
I don't know if that's totally true. I do think we gave her some pointers. So there is
we gave her some fearless
rainbow
feedback
there at
for
the end of
sure.
the
We gave her
trail.
some notes.
Yeah.
But I want her to do well.
Yeah.
If Gwyneth Paltrow can do it, then she can do it. You know what I mean? Like if Gwyneth can do it, like she should be able to. I want her in that space of annoying people making things. You know, I'm desperate to get my hands on the jam. I've been trying desperately.
I feel like somebody we know got it. I just have to think about who that person was. Meredith? I think maybe she did. I'll ask her.
My cousin got it as a gift, but then she opened it and started eating it. So I can't now. It's, you know what I mean? Like, but like the average person, I was like in a whole conspiracy theory that like no one that wasn't a celebrity was getting the jam or was able to even buy it. But many people have come out of the woodwork to say, no, I was there at like 8 a.m. Eastern time and I got it. You know what I mean? It was like Black Friday, basically.
Jamming on the one. You know what? That's the best pink elephant gift in the world for a holiday party.
Oh, I would like be over the moon.
Yeah, that'd be that. Yeah. I have one last question about Meghan Markle. She apparently has stationery that says Her Royal Highness. A lot of debate there whether or not she should be doing that. What do you think?
See, this is where she loses. See, now this is where I leave you. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
like that. See, now this is when she's like being an asshole. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing was that they got their HRH taken away whenever they stepped away. Like that we know. Like that we can Google.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's tough for me because it's like that was a news article whenever this happened to you. Like, so like if she was disbarred, she wouldn't be like Dr. Megan Sussex. You know what I mean? We'd be like, you're not a doctor. Right.
Or if you never even.
Or like Megan Sussex Esquire. And then it was like, because she did have the title and then it was gone away. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the problem. It's like, don't have Her Royal Highness. Why can't it say Sussex, which is your brand? Hello.
What if she just shortened it to Sus?
Thing on
Meg Sus.
No, not Meg Sus. Kate, stop.
Or she could do M''Sus.
Masus, please. She takes herself way too seriously to do anything like that.
That's a good rap name, gotta tell you.
M-Sus is a good rap name. But like, why can't it say Sussex? Or just Megan. She is a one-named person. When we say the word Megan, when we say Megan, who do we think of?
You're right.
Megan
that
Sussex.
would be, I think, the high-level discussion you would say.
Like when we say Kim, we know it's Kim Kardashian.
I think what you're trying to say is you're so caught up in being Mrs. blah, blah, blah when you're already Cher. You're already going by the one name. You've already achieved it. Why do you want this other thing?
Just go out on your own. And like Sussex still is like royal.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last name that you guys have chosen for your husband who doesn't have a last name. You know what I'm saying?
Which is so weird. Speaking of royalty, are you in a monogram robe?
Yes, I am. We know each other so well that I didn't even shower for this. I'm in a robe, naked, and that's what's happening. Like,
hey, not to brag. Yeah.
That's where I have my glasses on. No one in the world even ever sees this, by the way. Like for real.
Do you have a retainer in too?
No, I don't have no, as you can see by my gapped tooth, smile, I don't wear a retainer.
Oh, God bless.
But I literally, like, there's people that I've known for my whole life that are like, you wear glasses?
Oh.
Yep. So you're really getting a treat.
Well, we just moved into Romance City. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I want to talk to you about, because I know you've had no time. I just want to tell you what's been going on two different shows.
Okay.
The Valley. Have you taken a gander?
Oh, I'm up to speed.
Oh, you're up to speed.
That's my, like, I'm watching that in the shower. You know what I mean? Like while I'm in the shower and that's going, like Jax and Brittany are screaming at each other about their child. Yeah.
Okay, good. So thoughts on Jax going to rehab, Brittany moving into a VBRO, and a child with special needs being moved into a VBRO, while again he's got a playing card over the camera in the palatial mansion that they bought.
He needs to go to rehab 100%.
Yeah.
And like the other people are like, you're a danger to yourself and others. Like that's really bad. when they're like, how is this not your rock bottom? Like, I don't understand what, like, that's really bad. Like, he needed to go. And when she was like, don't charm these people, blah, blah, blah. Like, she knew all the tricks he was going to do. That's really, like, that's dark.
That
like,
was eerie.
Dark.
Yeah.
She's like, you're going to charm them and say that you're better. And then she's like, just admit that you have a coke problem. Like that hit me like a ton of bricks. And like, have I known that since day one of Vanderpump Rules that he's like doing nose beers every day of his life? Yes. You know, and it's still just to hear it out loud was really.
Yeah. Summer's just around the corner, and the folks at Mint Mobile have a hot take. Getting a summer bod is out, and getting your savings bod is in. This spring and summer, we want skimpy wireless bills and fat wallets. And with premium wireless plans for just $15 a month, you can have both without breaking a sweat or the bank. And let me tell you, the quality of Mint Mobile's wireless service in comparison to my old provider is mint. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/realitylife. That's mintmobile.com/realitylife. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
With the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. And you get big purchasing power, so your business can spend more and earn more. Stephen, Brandon, and Bruno, the business owners of SandCloud, reinvested their 2% cash back to help build their retail presence. Now that's serious business. What could the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One do for your business? Capital One. What's in your wallet? Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus. Terms apply.
You know what was also shocking to me? I'm like, women still want to go back to that place when they know that Brittany lives there with a child.
Oh, they love it. They love
crazy
it.
Problems.
Because they're like, I could be, because
them.
the bar to be on the Valley is the lowest it's ever. Like you just have to have a pulse. And like be semi-attractive. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like you could have one eye and it could still happen for you.
And you would be like, you're good to go. Like as long as you have like a cute slutty dress to wear. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like Housewives.
Do you shop at H&M? You're in.
Yeah, right. You're good to go. Like that to me, because like anyone could just be a star tomorrow on the Valley. In the sense of like life. Like you don't need to, like Housewives or like some of these other shows, it's like you have to be
achieving something,
or have something or seemingly have something or blah blah. Like the Valley. Like, have we ever seen like Jasmine's house or like what's the gay guy's the Lego
Zach?
brick?
Oh no, we just saw his apartment. It was like the corner of it. Mm-hmm.
But again, like even on Vanderpump Rules, remember when they were in those like shitty, horrible apartments? We loved it. Like we loved. Right. They were in these like terrible 1-bedroom apartments that like they were like. Remember what was the Bubba? Remember the Bubba painting above that
Tom
ugly that couch? Like, you know what I mean? Like we were fine there.
Yeah.
Like remember when Sheena moved to Marina Del Rey, we were like upset. Because you were like, why are you in like a nice apartment? You know what I mean? Like we were like
the Valley. All you have to bring is an STD. Yes.
And so like that's what I'm saying is that all this to say, these girls, first of all, they all want to bang Jax just to say I bang Jax. Like they want it for the clout, which I get. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like they're like, oh, I was like hooking up with someone. Everyone wants to like be able to put that on their Instagram story. And then again, you like, who knows who could be there? They could catch a producer's eye and then become a star. Like Lauren Kent. And who else? Sheena Marie Shea, my girl.
She's got a book coming out apparently.
Did you see when they were like, who are you going to miss the most about on Vanderpump Rules? And Lady Gaga said Sheena. Did you see that?
I did see it.
That was incredible. I'm sorry, that was incredible.
They met up.
Yeah. Good for Sheena.
Yeah. What is it? Good as Gold. I actually like that song. I'm not going to lie. Gold. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
What about Michelle and Jesse going through the divorce and then she's an escort who sleeps with a billionaire for $15,000 a night?
I'm sorry. Jax going to rehab is less dark than these two. Am I wrong?
Well, it's interesting you say that because she said Jesse's way worse than Jackson. I thought, tell me more.
Oh, I can see that. He's like American Psycho, right? Hello, yes.
Yeah. You know what the strangest thing about him is? Sometimes I think I could wear that outfit.
Yeah, sure.
Like the pink pants, the pink shoes, and the white top.
There's something he does have style. Like there is something about him. Okay. Wow, I really have conflicted emotions about this. There's a part of me that I'm like, he's so attractive. Then there's a part of me that's like, what is his haircut? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a part where it's like, what is this?
Understood.
But then there's also a part of it where I'm like, I'm into it. And then there's a part where I like that he's always in a suit and like a crisp white shirt. I think there's nothing more attractive about a straight man, especially, that's like, I always am in. There's like,
I like a woman in a shirt with some gold jewelry and some hoops. That's what I'll wear.
But a crisp white shirt under a blazer, there's like nothing, you know what I mean?
It's clean.
Like that's like, and that's not, you don't have to think about that, but there's something about it that's so sleek. But then I'm like, you're cosplaying in this outfit. And you're not doing like business. You're not doing like business deals. Like what business deal are you doing?
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's outing him.
Like if you were really
sitting around for years.
If you were really this person that's like a mover and a shaker, like you wouldn't be allowed to. Like anyone that's like doing finance deals, like they can't come. Like take it from me, the number of men that the women have been dating on like back in the day in New York that were like finance bros that like couldn't come on the show because they're like JP Morgan Chase is not going to allow me to do this, or like Goldman Sachs is like barring me from being on reality television. So it's like if he was really like doing deals, like we wouldn't see him on our screens.
Yes.
And then wait, did I tell you? How do I know this? Okay. This is the most allegedly thing that's ever happened in the whole world because I can't remember where I know this from or if this might have been a dream.
So it's true.
But I think but allegedly, people see him at what is that place? The Chateau Marmont or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have a pool there?
I think so.
So like apparently he's like rolling calls at that pool and is like the child is just like swimming in the pool and he's like watching the child swim and like rolling calls as if he's like doing business deals like every day. Basically.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard. I went in on that. I need from the bush.
I'm sure everything I just said was the wrong thing. Like you know,
that sounds appropriate for someone who's diabolical. They would do something like that. That's par for the course.
He just like I feel like but in I will say in the previews, whenever he was like stop filming me and he's like shirtless, I was like he got the body up. Because when we saw the body shirtless before, I was expecting him to have like a good body and he did it. And I was like, ooh. I was like, yowza. I was like, you look like me with no shirt on, which is not what I want to see on my screen. You know what I mean? So whenever I was like, oh, body be banging. But.
Oh, got it.
But see, again, I'm conflicted because I'm like, oh, you're attractive. But then I'm like, but you're not. But then I don't know. And when he is just like, then I'm on her side whenever he's like, I want to move to Orange County. And it's like, no, don't do that
Makes no sense.
But just, I'm saying just like you are on a show called The Valley, like you need to live nearby. I don't need to be going to, you know what I mean?
What are the chances that he moves in down the street from me and they still film the show?
I would die.
You just see me like driving by or walking by?
You would become his friend 100%. There's a part of me that whenever I get why she's mad. What's her name? Michelle?
Yes.
When she's like, I'm so mad. Like, she's like, just because you're dating some slore bag that's like lives in Orange County, you wanted to move our child to another like county.
Well, by the way, you can't like, do
far
it.
Away.
I don't know what he's talking.
Yeah,
like, has he looked up rules and regulations in the court system? I don't think he could do that.
It's also just like this is not the thing to fight about right now. I don't know. But also then when she's like, they're at Dave & Buster's, which P.S. that's what I want to do for my birthday this year.
In Northridge.
Go to the Dave & Buster's in Times Square and truly get like a staph infection. But when she's like crying that whole time that they're standing there, and then when she's like, I'm going to take a vote and like vote him out of the house that he got for his birthday. And I'm only going because like they're making him invite me for the show. Like that is like, what on earth are you doing?
Yeah. Well, you got to, it's a difficult real estate market. They're not selling houses and we've got to have some other options.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think he does anything. What does he do other than he loves being on the show, which I love. I love watching him love being on the show. You know what I mean? Like he's the main character of the show when you really like, he really is.
And he knows it.
And he knows
like,
it.
I'm the
and I know
guy
it, and we know it, and he knows that we know it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he
knows
into
it, we know it. Yeah.
There's something so watchable about that. And then poor Brittany.
We have to talk about
poor Brittany. I don't like that it's become like domestic affairs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, that one's too dark for me, and I smooth over that because I really want to know what you think about Nia and Danny, because I have been doing the Reddit search. There are some people that think she's trad wife adjacent. I think it's because they met in the church. So I think the way they communicate and the way they act is a lot having to do with like, we need to present ourselves as the people of the church, and it translates weird on television, on a reality
But
TV
they
show.
never like talk about that.
Well, they don't talk about anything.
She is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Walked the earth.
Like,
she's
oh
so
my God.
stunning.
Like she doesn't really need to do anything else because she's so beautiful, which is her probably her problem in life because she's so gorgeous. Like truly the most gorgeous person alive.
Naturally stunning.
Yes. And like not with like 9 million pounds of makeup.
Not a drip.
Like has some like the regular person's amount of makeup and is truly like the most stunning human being alive.
Yeah.
She probably has never had to be funny or have a thought because of that. So that's like not
Great
really
point.
on her. And then she
was in pageants. Can we add that to the table?
Well, Kate, hello. There you go.
Yikesers. Yep.
So she's like supposed to stand there and be pretty. That's what you do in a pageant. And then you go up and you say your one line.
Yes,
and
she's
then
she's a perpetual presenter.
I want her to get
life as a presenter. Yes.
I just want her to be in the mix more. Like when they're at those group scenes where Michelle's like crying and they have to come around the table to like hug her.
But what if she answers in like a pageant final question way all the time?
Maybe that's what happens and that's why they stopped inviting her to scenes.
Yeah, because like Michelle's crying and she's like answering like it's like she's a finalist in a pageant.
She's like, well, the thing about upset like emotions are, and it's like, will you shut the fuck up and like not, she's probably the nicest person ever. And that's why we never see her because she like simply just always has a nice answer for everything.
She's probably like, God will always take care of you. And they're like, get out of here.
Well, I like that the husband told the other guy, that other person. I'm like, who is this?
Jason, patron saint of Santa Clarita and the Valley.
When he was like, he said something in the group chat. And then he's like, I'm not the mole. And then it's like, we have it on camera that you told this other person.
So that's why I'm telling you, I think that there's some darkness maybe behind the scenes, right? I have to believe it. They can't be that nice. They're on a TV show. I don't see them staying. Yeah, maybe they're like, you're too nice. You got to hit the bricks. Yeah. Right. Especially when they start having pool parties and they bring 4 kids. Yeah, no. I feel like me showing up to a party. It's also like, get out of here. It's too much. And it's also just like, when we have like these marriages like falling apart opposite us, it's like they need to bring something because there's so much being brought. Right. Yeah, I need like neither of them are going to develop a drug habit or neither of them is going to embezzle money. They just need to get... Oh, I know what it is. Wait, I know what it is. One of them starts an MLM and it goes sideways. I mean, that's fun. But but they don't even need to do anything. They just need to like be involved more. Right. Like that pretty one needs to like be, again, why isn't she at the lunch where like, Michelle's crying and they're like all hugging her, or like Janet is like, Kristen like wished my death upon my unborn child, and like have her like hold her hand and be like, yeah, oh, that's so sad. You know what I mean? Like, why is she never at these scenes? And is it because she's like raising 9 million children? Yeah. Well, that and she's and then I'm nice. Sorry, whenever she was like, flavor. I want another child, and he would looked at her and was like, are you on actual drugs? Like, we have so many kids already. I know, but I mean, my husband said the same thing and look where we are, so I don't know. Sure, but like, can they afford it? Like, I don't know if they can. Yeah. Well, I think she's like, well, we're now TV stars, so the sky's the limit. Now I can be an influencer. That's why I think she's going to get into MLM. Yeah. And then we're going to find out that like she's not actually selling the makeup. She's been hoarding it or something. I'm not telling them to do this. I'm just saying they should do this. No, I think they're just going to get downgraded to like Friends next year is what I think is going to happen. They're just boring. Yeah, they're going to have to move to Santa Clarita. I hate to break it to her.
And the guy is too like all American. Like he's like, hey guys, like what's going on? Like, and it's just too.
In Reddit is he's not. And I have to believe Alex Baskin knows what's up, and he's probably like smelling something from afar, and he's like, it'll come, it'll rise to the, it'll bubble to the top by season 3.
Sure.
Yeah. One last thing. That's it. Actually, never mind.
Okay.
Summer House, I just wanted to tell you a quick update because I know you don't care about that show, even though you used to.
I am watching. I'm watching, actually.
Oh, really?
I don't know why, but I am.
I know.
Yeah, everyone loves it.
Jesse Solomon became famous, and I think he wanted more. I do think that Lexi is right. She put this thing out where she said he was consumed by West, after the season last year, and was like, he got a lot of camera time and he felt like he didn't get enough. I think that's probably true. And that's why he's acting barbaric, because he wants a little more action.
Okay, here's the other thing, though, that I have to say to defend Jesse and tell Lexi to like go kick rock somewhere. You guys were like in a relationship, quote unquote, that started on camera for like 3 weeks. She acts like they were married for 15 years and they're like getting a divorce. Like, I need everyone to really just like give me 17 breaks. It just like, correct, incorrect?
Yes, but I do think he does say a lot of stuff like, let's get a cat together.
Oh, no.
We're making the stream happen.
She's 100% right in every single way. Yeah. However, I'm like, this wasn't real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this was like like
showman's weekend man. It was a weekend man.
It was like not even 2 months. Like, you're not like, if you date someone for 2 months and then you break up, like you're like, oh, that's like really sad, but like, okay, I'll move on with my life. Like,
yeah. But we've all had friends like that, though. They meet somebody and then 2 days later, they're like, well, I'm getting the wedding stationery.
We're getting married. Yeah,
she could be like that. She could just be one of those people. I'm going to tell you why.
He's also one of those people.
She lives in a 2-bedroom apartment with her parents and her sister. She wants to date somebody so she can have some space.
At Hotels.com, we know some travelers crave an ocean breeze. Others don't want to deal with sand. And oftentimes, those two people end up together. Compare properties side by side to find yourself poolside, oceanside, and still in a relationship. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
Lamont Jones's world is shattered when his cousin dies in custody just weeks after entering prison. The official report says natural causes, but bruises and missing teeth tell a different story. From Wondery comes Death County, PA, a chilling true story of corruption and cover-ups that begins as one man's search for answers, but soon reveals a disturbing pattern. Lamont's cousin's death is just one of many, and powerful forces are working to keep the truth buried. With never-before-heard interviews and shocking revelations, Death County, PA pulls back the curtain on one of America's darkest institutional secrets. This isn't just another true crime story. It's happening right now. Follow Death County, PA on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can binge all episodes of Death County, PA early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.
Yeah, that's true. But do you know what I mean? Like, he's one of those people, he was like, I'm in love with her. Like, he met her like 1 second ago. But that's the thing, is that he's that guy that like likes that girl.
True.
He's that guy that likes that. Like, let's all say it together. He's that guy that likes that girl. Yeah. She's gorgeous. She's young. She's really skinny. She's short. She's like...
She looks so much like Lala.
You know, so Lala-esque, you're right, with the lip liner and the mom and the sister with the lip liner. I will never get over for the rest of my life. And the sister's like crimped, like crunchy hair, obsessed with the beauty mark.
Could be more 90s.
Couldn't be great.
Amazing.
I'm obsessed. And like, she's with all that. Like, she is that girl, that very Lala-esque girl. And he's like, this is like what I want. And I want to be sweet and I want to cuddle with her and blah, blah, blah. And this and that. And like, he was like, oh, I like jerked off so I wouldn't like be horny at this party. And I'm like, were you ever like banging chicks? Like, never, right?
Right. That's like the wildest thing to say.
Like this guy that's like bringing
a barbarian. Yeah.
This other guy that's bringing home like 17, like doing an orgy every day at the thing. Like, he's the one that's like slamming girls. Like, Jesse Solomon was never, right? In the first season was never like.
No. No, I think he was probably dorky, and then he went on a reality show and he gets a lot of attention.
He's so cute. He's funny, blah, blah. But like that, sure, she's right. But I'm like, stop. You know what I mean? And that's not even a defense of him. It's just a thing of like, this is not like the world's romance coming to an end. This is like something like you like, I've watched the arc of your whole entire relationship within like 3 episodes of a TV show.
Right.
You know?
The last thing is, do you think it's a big power move that Amanda now is acting like, I don't even think I want to have kids? And Kyle is like,
they shouldn't have kids, period.
Well, they shouldn't.
I'll say it to their faces.
But I love that she said that finally. And he's like, oh, wait, what?
When he like woke up in the morning, when he was like passed out on the couch with his pants undone, and he was like truly like passed out in a chair because he was so drunk. Like that is not a father. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, that's not a father.
I'm catching what you're throwing. I know.
Like you're going to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
No.
And he's already like so stressed about his job. And I'm like, it's like a baby does nothing. And I should know, since I have 17 million children, a baby is just a nuclear bomb that you're throwing into your life. Like at that point, right? Because he's always like flipping out.
It's not even about waking up at 5. You're going to be waking up at 11 and 2 and 3:30 when you bring a newborn home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a kid for what?
Right. Yeah,
like you're trying to get your business off the ground. You're trying to do all this. Like, do you know what I mean? What, right? Hello?
Well, he's like, yeah, why have I been working so hard if I'm not working towards a family? I'm like, we've thought that for a long time, but you're still like out all night. So I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, my dad's turning 80. Yeah, I think he's probably made peace with the fact that you're probably never going to get your act together.
Yeah, and like there's nothing to do about like, okay, your dad will be like, fine.
Here's my 40-year-old son who is a DJ that roller skates through the rooms.
Thank you. That's tried to become a DJ recently.
Right.
Like that's the darkest red flag we've ever seen in our lives. Not like I should have a kid now.
I mean, beyond.
And also, like if they have a kid, they're off the show, right? There's no, what are they going to do? Have a newborn come into this house where he's then like playing DJ sets at 4 a.m?
Well, I don't know. They're talking about Carl's ex. Like she's going to come back with a baby too. I don't know where they're going in with this show.
Who?
Carl's ex.
Oh, there's no way.
No way. Can we talk about Love Hotel for a moment?
We may.
What do you think about the 4 women that they've chosen?
I almost want there to be like one more person.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I love that Ashley and Giselle are together. I like that because I want to see them dating, and I like that they're together. Lou is a monster in the best way possible. Seeing Luann out in the wild finding men is like nothing you've ever seen before, and you'll never see again. Period. Like I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, and it is
exhilarating.
Exhilarating. So to see it, like we're capturing like a 16th of it on this show, but
a naturally sexy woman, like you do a Zoom with her and you're like, she just works all the angles. She's got the style. She's a woman who has studied the world. Yes. Yeah.
And she she has a way with men that I've never seen. Like she's a broad from the old country, period.
Well, that's why I thought it would be funnier if she were host of this, because ultimately the women would be upset with her because she's flirting with the guys that they're going to her and saying, oh my God, I really love Jerry. But Luann can't help herself because she's all over Jerry, and Jerry's like literally trying to bang her in a hallway.
Oh God, Jerry, the surfer.
Everyone is going crazy over the limited amount of men they've chosen. I think they need double the men, and then men need to come and go. I also, sorry to tell you this, but I don't think it should have been a male host. It should have been a female host, because the female host would get more juice out of the women. They would say, you know, I had this bad breakup. I never feel safe in a relationship, all that stuff. And I'm going to give you the name of somebody I thought would have been a really great host. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Rachel Dratch.
Oh my God, how dare you?
She would have been funny and sweet and all those things, but I don't think they should have had a male host. He just seems like a placeholder. It's weird. He just kind of pops in and out, and they're not going to open up to him. You want someone who's been there, who's like, Yeah, I mean, after the birth of the 2 kids and you raise them and then you're setting yourself on fire for like
the thing that
chapter
they say
2.
a lot, what I will say that I like about it is I feel like the men truly don't know who they are, which I like.
Yeah.
Because they say a lot, like back in the day, like Ramona would say this, like Luann would say this, was like, and Sonia like would always say to us, like, these guys, they want us because we have the fame, like the Harry Dubins of the not Harry, but you know what I mean? A lot,
yes.
like the Harry Dubin wannabes of the world. Like Harry was legitimately like their friend, but like the Harry Dubin wannabes of the world would try to latch onto them and date them because they wanted the spotlight. And they would always be like, and so we would never know if someone really liked us or if they liked that we were on this TV show with this humongous platform and that we were this like celebrity. And then I think the other part about it is like, or they would meet someone and they would really like them. And then the guy would be like, but I like want nothing to do with you, this show that like, I have like all this money, or I'm like this rich person, or I have this like intense job. And like, I like can't come within 17 million miles of your reality show. And so then they would like have people that they liked that then they would have to break up with because we would be like, you have to like, you can't have a boyfriend that you don't talk about one time. You know what I mean? Like that's like not fair. Or at least be like, what are you doing? And then once we start filming, they would be so busy. And then the guys would be like, oh, I like don't. Yeah. Like, oh, you're busy all the time? Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were dating. And so it's like they have a really hard time dating now. And so I like that the men don't. Most of them are like, what show are you on? Hello? Like, what is this? Like, they don't know it at all, which I think is actually like gonna work out.
Maybe.
Sure. But
until we find out that but I do want more lives men. In a hole. Right?
I do want more men because like Ashley's basically like, here's the one like younger black man that's like attractive. And that's like what I have to deal with now. And that's it. Like, right.
There are too few men that they're all trying to choose. And it feels like there's not enough there. Like they need to fill the show up more.
Can't Harry Dubin just show up?
No, probably. I
would love for them to be like, here's all these bachelors. And then it's like Harry walks in the door and Luann's like, are you fucking kidding me? That would have been a funny joke. She'd probably still
make out with them.
That'd be a funny joke. You know what I mean? That'd be fun to me.
They should have a guy that also sings. So he and Luann could have a sing-off.
Oh, brother. Yeah. He like pulls out a guitar and Luann can like start to do
some guy that's like a really good TikTok dancer and Ashley has a dance off with him. Like they're missing some funny elements that I think Rachel Dratch could bring to the table.
Rachel Dratch, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I'm watching. I mean, I'll just watch Luann do anything. So it's that simple. But I want will they ever find love on this?
No, they won't. No, absolutely not. They probably hate all the people too. But that's where
like what's Shannon? Oh,
yeah.
It's the Debbie Downer personified. It's just speaking of Rachel Dratch. Debbie Downer is Shannon.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. Rachel Dratch talks to Shannon and about dating. And then, Shannon tries to outdo the Debbie Downer in every scene.
Yeah. And she's like, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I, got behind the wheel and I lost control. And
and all I have is like, my dog Archie. And Rachel is like, just tell me more and tell me more.
Yeah. The man of my life is my dog Archie. I want one more of them because it's like you have Ashley and Giselle paired up and then you have like Luann and Shannon paired up, but like not really because Luann one will push her in front of her. Luann will be like, gone, baby, gone the minute the men are there, like with Shannon. And then also like, you know what I mean? But that's also a lot of people.
Men dating, you're like, I can be with Shannon, I can be with Ashley, I can be with Luann.
Or
like
Luann
so
or just
wildly different women. It's like,
I know.
Huh? Anyway, we can't.
The hotel. I will say the Love Hotel itself looks beautiful.
It's a lot better than the Bachelor in Paradise hotel.
Yeah,
let me tell you, which was
a
hut on a beach that had been like covered with spring breakers the week before. Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks nice. Like I'm like, oh, I want to stay there. They're like little tiered little like balconies with the little flowers. Like that looks so beautiful, like so pretty.
I just wish that we could be sitting on one of those balconies, having like a Mai Tai, and the camera peruses across the landscape and then up to us. And we wave. Hi.
Like, hi. Yeah.
Hi. Anyway. All right. Well, good. What can people expect from your show this next episode?
Oh my goodness. This week we put out What do we do? This week, we had Mary Payne from Pink Shade to talk about Rachel Zoe.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do a deep dive on Rachel Zoe and all the rumors and the Perez Hilton of it all and all that stuff. And then we have some really fun ones coming up. I also, a show that I worked on actually just debuted. It was Wear Whatever the F You Want on Amazon Prime with Stacey London and Clinton Kelly of What Not to Wear. And so everyone's watching that right now and loving it. So if you miss What Not to Wear, or you loved that show, it's an updated version of the show for better or for worse. And it is really, really fun and really cute. And there's lots of really fun clothes, and they're just really funny together. So if you missed their banter, please go watch it. And that's really it.
Well, I'm grateful for your time. I would love for you to put that robe in some sort of frame, a box frame.
It's
so we can go to the podcast Hall of Fame.
It's like a shitty robe. It's like not even nice.
Well, I love it. And I love you. Thank you, my friend.
Love you. Wait, I also watched that Battle Camp show. I have to come back and talk about that one day.
You sure can. You sure can.
The amazing Kate Casey.
I want to thank my great guest, Chris, and remind you, again, you've got to subscribe to this show, because by doing so, you can get alerted about new episodes. And of course, it's a daily podcast, so I don't want you to miss out. You need to subscribe to my What to Watch list at katecasey.substack.com. Make sure you're in the Facebook group, Reality Life with Kate Casey. Are you listening to my bonus episodes? You don't want to miss out on that one. And I got a story for you about Love Hotel. So go check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Kate Casey. And then make sure you follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at KatecaseyCA, TikTok, it's Kate Casey, and Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky at Kate Casey. Check back tomorrow for an all-new, absolutely do not miss Saturday series episode.
Everyone has that friend who seems kind of perfect. For Patty, that friend was Desiree. Until one day,
I texted her and she was not getting the text. So I went to Instagram. She has no Instagram anymore. And Facebook, no Facebook anymore.
Desiree was gone. And there was one person who knew the answer.
I am a spiritual person, a magical person, a witch.
A gorgeous Brazilian influencer called Cat Torres, but who was hiding a secret. From Wondery, based on my smash hit podcast from Brazil, comes a new series, Don't Cross Cat, about a search that led me to a mystery in a Texas suburb.
I'm calling to check on the two missing Brazilian girls.
Maybe get some undercover crew there.
The family are freaking out. They are lost.
I'm Chico Felitti. You can listen to Don't Cross Cat on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts.